Hello everyone, I'm GK and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena video today. So I apologize, yesterday I posted a video on this deck and it turns out that for some reason my computer changed the settings on its own. I did something, I don't know. Ever since I got the Elgato, everything switches and it's just a big pain in the butt. So we're going to try this again. And hopefully we can do as good as we did yesterday. But anyways, so the deck list. This is a deck list called Mardu Aggro. It is from the Mythic Championship that just happened over the weekend. It was one of the 10-0 lists that did not make top 8. And it is super spicy, and I'm a big fan of the Mardu deck. So anyways, the deck list is 4 Gutterbones, 1 Carnival Carnage, 4 Footlight Fiend, 4 Adanto Vanguard, 4 Hero of Precinct 1, 2 Cast Down, 2 Priest of the Forgotten Gods, 4 Fireblade Artist, 2 Mortify, 4 Judith, 3 Tajik, 4 Heroic Reinforcements, 1 Ungroth, and then for the land base, 4 Sacred Foundry, 2 Cliff Tops, 2 Dragon Skulls, 4 Blood Crypts, 2 Isolated Chapels, 4 Godless Shrine, and 3 Schwamps. For the sideboard, 2 Duress, 3 Lava Coil, 1 Unbreakable Formation, 2 Drillbit, 2 Plague Crafter, 1 Kaya, 1 Mortify, 1 Deafening Clarion, and then 1 Experimental Frenzy, and 1 Ongroth the Flame Chain. So we're going to be doing 3 games on the traditional ranked ladder, so you guys can see whether or not this is a deck that you want to build for the arena world or the paper world. If you guys are super hyped for some Magic Arena video games, hit that like button. And if you want to see further content, don't forget to hit that little nice subscribe button there at the bottom right. I post videos all the time, different decks. Yeah, it's a good time. So anyways, let's get in. We're playing against Chi-Chi Water. Chi-Chi Water. Speaking of water. Alright, we're on the play. This hand looks... it would be really good if one of these lands was a shock land. Or just even a basic, but I feel like I want to keep this hand. I mean, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna play the Isolated Chapel first. So if we happen to draw an untapped land, we can play the hero, or we can play the Hero Precinct one, but if we don't, we can just play the Gutter Bones. So let's go ahead and play our Clifftop Retreat. Let's play Gutter Bones. We're super slow, that's for sure. Super slow. It looks like we're playing against blue-red, maybe like, is it Drake's? Discovery. If we can draw an untapped land, that would make me super happy. If we can play this Tajik, and then next turn we can play Hero of the Precinct one plus the Mortify. That is not what I wanted at all. So let's go Dragon Skull Summit tapped. We'll attack in for 2. Let's play Hero of Precinct 1. And then next turn we can play the Tajik plus Footlight Fiend, hopefully. That would be best case scenario. Or if they have an Enigma Drake this turn, we can just cast the Mortify. We have options. We has the options. Hero Precinct 1 might get Lava Coiled. Yep, there's a Lava Coil. So we can play the Tajik. A land? Adanto Vanguard. I kind of like doing that better, to be honest. It's good against these Drake decks. So let's... I think I want to do that. So let's go ahead and attack for 2. We'll play the Fireblade Artist later because it has haste, so we can just attack in with it at any point in time. So let's do it like that. We'll pass the turn. Problem is at this point they're going to be able to have Spell Pierce or Dive Down up. So our Mortify is getting a lot worse. I was hoping that they would tap out that turn for a Drake, but I'm sure that they're a semi-smart cookie. The type with the chocolate chips. There's a Sulphur Falls. There's an Enigma Drake. Enigma Drake. So we'll pass the turn. So there's a Judith. So Judith makes me want to... I think I just want to go ahead and play that. The Mortify, I assume they have Dive Down. I gotta assume that they have Dive Down or even Spell Pierce. So not being able to like extend our board state at all, I don't necessarily like. So let's go ahead and attack with everything. We'll shove with all of it. Shove with all of it. If they want to block any of these creatures, we can just ping it a couple times. If they have the Dive Down, then it's a 1-for-1 trade. It's like they almost used a removal spell for one of our creatures. So that is totally fine. Totally fine. Alright. If they block the Adonto, I'm definitely okay with that. Alright. Because that'll make them get rid of this dive down, which will be good for us. Yep, there's dive down. That resolves. So they go to 11. We can do Fireblade Artist next turn, perhaps, depending on what they do. We have the Mortify if they want to go like Crackling Drake. Maybe they'll mistap and they'll use both their Sulfur Falls. Or their... Nope, they will not. They're smarter than that. They are smarter than that. That is understandable. So they're at 11. They can go block here, block here. They would only take 4. Okay, there's a second Mortify. So do we could just potentially go for the Mortify at end step. And then we could untap and Mortify again. Or we could just try to Mortify now. I guess either way it doesn't necessarily make a difference. If they have a second dive down, that's unfortunate. But I think we're just going to go for it. We'll go Mortify on the Crackling Drake. Do you have another dive down? Of course you do. Or a Spell Pierce. Either one is super good. Yep, there's a dive down. Alright, let's pass the turn. Let's pass the turn. We have another Mortify for next turn. We're taking 10. Chart a course. Chart a course. They're preparing a way to kill us. I guess they could technically just kill us this turn. 6, 12. If they have like a lightning strike, we're just dead. Discovery. So that'll be 14 total. And then if they just have a dive down, that wins them the game. So I guess they have it. Yeah, there's 16 right there. Oh, good game. Good game. The double dive down. It gets you. So we want to we'll bring in the Duresses, the Drill Bits, Plague Crafter, Lava Coils. I think we'll go ahead and do it like that, and then we'll bring out Carnival Carnage. We'll bring out these Footlight Fiends. Hero Precinct 1 is just going to get killed, but I think we still kind of want it. Ongroth is probably just too expensive. It's just going to get countered. Let's take out Tajik. And we can maybe just take out like a hero or like a Heroic Reinforcements. Or we can take out a Hero of Precinct 1. I just don't necessarily know if it's going to be all that good. We're bringing in a lot of non-multicolored cards too. So maybe we do that. Let's go. Let's just shave a couple heroes. And if we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. Alright, Chi-Chi. You had the nuts last game. Let's see if you can do it again. We're gonna mulligan. Oh my gosh. Just had to put the nail in the coffin, I suppose. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to keep this one and get lucky. Because we're already down on cards. We are already down on cards. Our opponent is going into a removal suite. Yep, Terramander. Oh my god, okay, so lucky. Let's cast Adonto Vanguard. I feel like they're just gonna have the removal spell, and I'll keep the Hero Precinct one just for a point where I can get value out of it, basically. Alright, are they going to attack in with the Terramander? They do. So that's fine. We'll take one. Chart a course, that is fine. So we can get down our Judith, hopefully. We don't, but that's okay. We can at least play the Fireblade Artist. So let's play Fireblade Artist. We'll attack in for 5. And then hopefully we can draw a land. I would like to get down this Judith and even at some point get down this Plague Crafter. If we can attack him with the Judith, ping the Terramander. Do they have a Lava Coil for Fireblade? That's fine. Okay, Judith. Please and thank you. So land right off the top. Land right off the top. That is not a land, you jerk. Alright. So we're just going to go ahead and play the Hero of Precinct 1. If they have the removal spell, they have to use it this turn, which means they don't get a Drake down. So that's totally fine by me. They might not be able to counter the Judith either. They do neither. They Discovery Dispersal, which is good for us. So, Judith, again, Judith would be super amazing this turn. get in for a lot of points of damage, and then be able to get value off of the token. They're opting again. What are we at for this guy? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next turn they can do it. We have this Plague Crafter though. So a land, please. That is not a land, but it is it's at least something to cast. So we'll go Fireblade Artist, get a token. We can attack in. And they didn't attack, which I assume means they're going to block. Let me recount just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they can't. So let's go ahead and just attack. I guess they could block with the Pteramander, use Dive Down. But that gives me an opening to use Plague Crafter next turn, which would be good. So we'll use Indestructible. Go down to 14. Do they have a Dive Down? These Plague Crafters will be really good if we can get this Pteramander off the board. Yep, there's Dive Down. Opponent seems to always have multiples and multiples and multiples of these. It's kind of saddening. Kind of saddening. We still need a land. If we can draw a land, we have a chance to win this game. What's our opponent doing? They're thinking about buffing, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that allows them to have 3 mana available, potentially. So it's still 2 mana available. So again, Dive Down. Sure. Oh no, that is so good. Okay, I guess we'll use the Indestructible. Fiery Cannonade. I didn't even think about that one. I don't usually, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't usually see these decks having Fiery Cannonade, but it looks like they do. It's okay, we can keep applying pressure. We can put them down to 3. Again, we still just need to draw this land. This land is impossible to find. Alright, they're down to 3. Down to 3, down to 3, down to 3. Opt, that's fine. They scry that to the top. Is that something good? Yep, that is fine. So it goes to 5 counters. Man, if only we would have had this land, this Pteramander would have been gone ages ago. Literally would have been gone ages ago. We just need them not to have... Hopefully they'll have like an Enigma Drake or something. If they have the counterspell though. So I don't think we want to... I guess we could sacrifice the Adanto Vanguard, and then if we don't draw a land, we can sacrifice the Gutter Bones next turn. So we'll do that. We'll sacrifice you. You'll go to 1. Is our Fireblade Artist going to die? Okay, shock on that guy. I don't know, maybe I just messed it up. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Alright, let's cast Priest. I feel like, yeah, I think this game is just like nailed in the coffin. We need Plague Crafter for next turn. That's like our only out, is to be able to Plague Crafter next turn. They have another removal spell, that's just unfortunate. Yep, opt. They keep it on top. So we need to draw a Gutter Bones. We don't have Footlight Fiends in the deck. If they have a removal spell, there's a Pteramander. That's actually really, really good for them. Really, really good for them. Alright, don't have something. We can also get a land for Judith. Charted Course. Yep, draw some cards. Come on, if we get a land for Judith and they have no removal spell on the Priest, we can just attack in. Or no, that wouldn't work at all. And we don't even draw the 3rd land. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, good game. You got it. Wow. Okay, well, I guess that's the downside of only having 21 lands in the deck. Which is really weird because Ongroth is in their list. They have an Ongroth in the main board and in the sideboard. So, 0-1. Let's go in for game 2, see how it goes. I feel like we really should have had that second game, though. Really should have had that second game, especially if we just made it on curve. Our opponent was stumbling. This hand is pretty good. We'll keep this hand. So let's go ahead and cast our Footlight Fiend. Start applying just a little bit of pressure. We have Hero for turn 2, and then hopefully we can draw like a Tajik or something for turn 3. That would be best case scenario. This Angrath will be amazing. So Sacred Foundry. We draw the 4th land. So let's go Isolated Chapel, Hero of Precinct 1, tack in for 1. Get in for 1 point of damages. 1 point, 1. So we could be playing, it looks like we might be playing against the blue-green, like, Nexus deck. Or we're playing against the blue-green Tempo deck, either one. Attack in for 3. And we'll pass the turn since we don't have anything this turn. Growth Spiral, so the blue-green Nexus deck. Hopefully Angrath can pull through. Or are we playing the Guildgate deck? That would be kind of interesting. It would be a really interesting hand. Wow, we're playing against the Guildgate deck. That is such a weird hand that they kept. Hydroid Krasis. That is fine. For 2. Okay, we draw another land. They do not want to cooperate today, that is for sure. So let's go... We could attack in with the Footlight Fiend just to get the Hydroid Krasis off the battlefield. I definitely want to cast Carnage, though, this turn. So let's go ahead and attack with the Footlight Fiend. Whether or not they choose to block, it's fine by me. They take a point. Let's go pay 2 life, cast Carnage, target you. Get a token, discard a couple cards, please, and thank you. So we have to play around Frilled Mystic if it still is like the Tempo deck. It looks like it's Nexus of Gates. I don't remember if this deck plays counter spells or not. If they tap out, though, that would be best case scenario. Guild Summit. Okay, so this is good. We can downtick on the Hydroid Krasis, get in for some damage. It'll be another land. Wow, these lands are a little too much. I appreciate us letting us get to the Angrath is totally fine. It's not necessarily needed now. So I guess if I steal this, we go to 1, or we can go up to 5. I think I'm okay with just stealing this.
Your crew.
If we can draw like a Mortify or something, that would be best case scenario. If they have Gates of Blaze, that's pretty bad for us. They'll be down to 6, and then if we can get 3 turns of this Angrath, then go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So they can't go Gates of Blaze plus like Ram this turn, which is good. That is good. Another Hydroid Krasis. So they play it for 1. Is now a 3/3. Fireblade Artist. Does that just do it? So let's uptick.
No
Discard a card, please. Go to 6, and then they'll block here. They'll take 2. Get a token, and then if we attack, they block here. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they go to 1, and then they can't Gates Ablaze anymore. So okay, yep, we'll send them all in. If they have another Hydroid Krasis, that's not good, but we have to play around it. So we'll play our land tapped. If they have another Hydroid Krasis, then that means they can't Gates Ablaze. So I think we would just win anyways. Expansion Explosion. Okay, cool. We got the concession. We at least got the first game. So, for sideboard, we want to bring in the Unbreakable Formation for the Gates Ablaze. We'll bring in a couple Drill Bits, a couple Duresses, and I kind of like the Plague Crafters too, to be honest. We can bring in a Mortify and an Angrath. What we can get rid of... Hero of Precinct 1 might not be all that great because it can't block the Ram. And if they just Gates Ablaze us anyways, we just just kind of die. So let's get rid of... Tajik is good against Gates Ablaze. Let's drop a couple high drops because we're bringing in the Angros. We brought in like the Mortify and whatnot and the Plague Crafters. So for only 21 lands, we have quite a big curve up top. Maybe we don't need another. Well, Mortify gets rid of the Guild Summit. Can get rid of Carnival Carnage, and then let's get rid of the Priest. I think are pretty good. They're a bad top deck though. We'll bring in the Ongroth on the play, and then we'll shave. Actually, no, I really want this Ongroth. So we'll take out the 2 priests, and we'll try it like that. Maybe I want to drop, like, the Footlight Fiends or something, but... Alright, something good. This is a pretty good hand, actually. We're on the draw, so we have a chance to get a red source, but Adanto into Adanto, being able to just dodge the Gates Ablazes is quite nice. Say that 5 times fast. Dodge the Gates Ablazes is. Alright, let's duress you. We can take Growth Spiral, negate Gates Ablaze. So what do I feel like taking? They can't even cast anything. Do I just take the Growth Spiral? They kept a 1-lander, take the Growth Spiral, allow them to, they have to draw into a green. I think I'm just gonna take a Growth Spiral. We have Adantos, which means that they can't. Ah, they drew it. Okay, so let's go ahead and play. Let's play Adanto Vanguard. But that's okay. We're denying them of some lands, like finding some lands. Wow, they found the 3rd land in a row. Luckies. Can I find my 3rd land? I cannot. What are the? Why is that fair? All right, let's attack in for 3. So let's play another Adanto Vanguard. We have a removal spell for Hydroid Krasis. We have an answer to the Ram, so we can continue to get through it. Growth Spiral is fine. Oh my god. 3 lands in a row! You're so lucky. Is this a 4th land in a row? A 4th land in a row. Oh my goodness. You are amazing at Magic. So they get to draw 1 card off of that. Amazing at Magic. And of course, we're not drawing our lands. Oh, tilt. Okay, attack in for 6. They're gonna take the damage. That's fine. Let's play a Footlight Fiend. I know, maybe we wanted to just cast down the Hydroid Krasis while it was free. That was probably a mistake. Or they just concede. I don't know why you would concede. Your hand was literally sculpted so perfectly off the top. That was kind of an early concession, but I'm not complaining. Let's go into game 3. We got a little unlucky in the first round. Opponent got a little unlucky in the second round. So let's have a nice, clean, even game here in number 3. We're on the play. This hand is fine. It's kind of the same as last hand. If we don't draw the red source, we just kind of blit, but got to give it a shot, right? We have barely any multicolored, unfortunately, for our Hero Precinct one. But we still got the Gutter Bones into Adanto Vanguard, into Cast Down. Like, we have options. Mistcloaked Herald. So, a part of me wants to just removal spell this now, or we could apply pressure. I think a part of me wants to just keep applying pressure, and I'm just going to play the Adanto Vanguard. This could be a mistake, but let's attack. Maybe they think we'll have Cast Down and they'll just trade. So let's cast Adanto. Pass the turn. I don't know, maybe we're supposed to just deny them of cards since they... So they're opting. Okay, so this pays off. Since they're not able to protect their Mistcloaked Herald, we can at least kill it and then get in for some more damage next turn. Siren Stormtamer, that's fine. That is fine. So my turn. We don't draw the land again. So let's attack in. If they block one of these creatures, we can cast down the other one, and that puts us That puts us in a good place. And them trying to block this creature is even better in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to cast down that now. We just need to draw another land. We need to draw a third land. Third land, muy importante. Tempest Djinn. Now is the best time to draw a land. Please and thank you. Or not. That's cool too. You know, I didn't even want it to be honest. Like, lands are really, really overrated in the game of Magic anyways. I mean, Legacy doesn't even play any for the most part. They're getting aggressive. Down to 10. Another Tempest Djinn. Oh no. Lands? Oh my god. Okay. Yep, you got it. Good game. Wow. Unfortunate. Our opponent mulligans, but we just kind of get screwed. So let's go Duresses, Drill Bits. We can go Lava Coil. We can bring in the Mortify to get rid of the enchantment. We could bring in Kaya too, to be honest, but we're on the draw. I think I'll bring that on the play. We can bring in Plaguecrafter. And let's get rid of the Carnival. Let's get rid of the Hero of Precinct 1 since we don't really care about going wide. Priest of the Forgotten Gods is good. Let's get rid of the Ungroth since we're being kind of slow. Let's get rid of a Tajik. What else do we want to shave? We need to shave another card. I don't know what to shave. Let's bring in, let's do 2 Lava Coils on the play so we don't get too like reactive. We can stay aggressive. And then let's take out, since they have counter spells, let's just take out a couple Heroic Reinforcements. We'll stay low and just kind of keep pressuring them. God, I feel like we should have had that game. Come on. How many times have we lost because of this land issue? Arena, get it fixed. Alright, this hand is fine. We have turn 1 Gutterbone. We have all of our colors this time, which is bueno. We have turn 2 Lava Coil, turn 3 Judith or Plaguecrafter. We have options. Play your creature, Siren Storm Tamer. So let's go Lava Coil. Attack in for 2. We have Plaguecrafter for the Djinn. Worst case scenario, we don't end up drawing the land again, but at least it's castables. It's actually even better if we draw the 3rd land next turn. So we'll play our Gutterbones. We can play the Judith, and that'll allow us to get quite a bit of value. Footlight Fiend. They go into cast Merfolk Trickster. Merfolk Trickster, tap down the Footlight Fiend. That is fine. I will allow it. If you have the Curious Obsession, you can play it on your Trickster, start getting in for a little bit of damage. Alright, there's Curious Obsession. So if they don't have a follow-up creature, that would be best case scenario. Draw your card. We can also just block this thing indefinitely, which is nice. It is a wizard, so if they have Wizard's Retort, which they now don't. So again, if we can draw the 3rd land, we are good to go. We are happy duck. We are quacking. Oh my god, come on. This is so many games in a row. Okay, let's go ahead and attack. Although the Adopto Vanguard is not terrible. It allows us to indefinitely block this Merfolk Trickster. So let's go ahead and pass the turn. We can block this Merfolk Trickster. We'll end up taking 4. It's only 1 more than we would have taken anyways. So let's block here. Activate you. Now, we need to be able to cast this Plaguecrafter, please and thank you. Although now they probably have a counterspell. Chart a course. That's fine. Do you have a creature? You're at 11. So if we... Oh my god. This is actually ridiculous. So if they have another Merfolk Trickster, They'll be able to tap down the Adanto Vanguard. I think we just get aggressive. Get aggressive. Do they have another Merfolk Trickster? So it wouldn't have mattered. They're going to do it on the Adanto Vanguard. Yep, that is fine. Take 2, 4, 5. And that might just be GG, to be honest. Yep, attack in. If they have like a Jin or something this turn, it is basically the writing on the wall. Yep, there's a Tempest Jin. And we draw a Gutter Bones. Yep, that's a good game. Yeah, I am not sure how he got through 10 rounds without getting into this problem, but the fact that he's running a 5-drop and multiple 3-drops and some 4-drops and whatnot, that is my #1 recommendation, is there has to be more lands in this deck. Like, I would, 21 is, it's 21, right? 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 18, 4, 6, 8, 12, 13, 14, 18, 21. Yeah, okay, 21. I counted up to 17 the first time, and I was like, wait, that doesn't seem right at all. If I played those entire rounds with only 17 lands in my deck, I would actually be quite impressed that I got to 2 most of those games. But yeah, #1 recommendation is there needs to be another land. Like, you could probably just put the Ongroth in the sideboard that's 1, and then this Carnival Carnage can maybe go or something like that. But there's so many games where I feel like we should have won those games, but literally just the lack of lands made it so we weren't able to get out and get under our opponents. But I really do. I think there were probably at least two of those games I can think of right off the top of my head that we should have been able to win. Literally just if we got to curve out to turn 3. We got stuck on 2, but it happens. Live and learn. That's why we play it here, so you guys can figure it out and kind of see for yourself. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. I would super duper appreciate it. Again, I apologize for yesterday. I guess I'll just have to make sure my mic's working all the time. The Elgato system, it literally changes my settings. Like, you turn on the computer and all of a sudden everything kind of like resets to something, and I don't know. I haven't liked it. It's been a pain. But if you enjoyed the content and want to see further content, hit that subscribe button. But that's going to be it for me. You guys have a nice one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.